Hi everyone. In this video I am going to continue with the chapter that is chemical bonding and molecular structure. So in last video we have seen about Lewis octet structure theory, and next how to calculate formal charges of each and every atom present in a molecule. Now I am starting with a new topic in the same chapter, that is resonance. So when we have to draw resonating structures for compounds, and what is resonant we will study in this video. According to the concept of resonance, when Lewis structural formula of molecule is unable to explain its bond characteristics. We know bond characteristics. So in last class I have explained about this bond characteristics, that is nothing but bond length, bond order and bond enthalpy. So in some cases and in some compounds, Lewis structural formula is not able to explain all these bond characteristics. In such a case, we have to go through the resonance structure of that compound. Okay. So if any compound bond characteristics is not explained by its Lewis structure or Lewis structural formula, then we want to know about, or we need to go through the resonance. Then the actual structure is the hybrid form of all the possible Lewis structural formula. So what is hybrid here? So hybrid is nothing but, so this is the structure. Actual structure is the hybrid form of all the Lewis possible structural formula of equivalent energies of that molecule. For a particular molecule, there will be different types of Lewis structural formulae. Okay, so when you draw hybrid for that will give the actual structure of such molecule. So that actual structure can able to explain all the bond characteristics of a particular molecule. So according to this concept, resonance concept, whenever Lewis molecular formula is not able to explain all the bond characteristics, then we want to find out its actual structure, which is nothing but the hybrid of all the possible Lewis structural formula of a particular molecule. Then these structures which contribute towards resonance hybrid, whatever the structures which contribute toward resonance hybrid are called resonating structure. The structures which contribute towards the resonance hybrid are called resonating structures. We can also call such structures are canonical structures or contributing structures. Whatever all Lewis structures are involved in the formation of a hybrid, resonance hybrid, are called resonating structures, canonical structures or contributing structures. Now we'll try to write that canonical structures or resonating structures for ozone. The formula for ozone is O3. Okay. So O3 is the formula for ozone. That ozone can Lewis dot structure is written like this. For this, one more Lewis structural formula is possible. Whenever this lone pair of electrons is moving here, immediately this bonded electrons moves to this atom. Then single bond exists between these two oxygens and double bond is created between these two oxygens. Then we will get the structure O, single bond O, double bond O. Now upon each atom 8 electrons should be present. Now you can see this oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons are there. Still 4 electrons can exist in the form of lone pair. On this second oxygen atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are present. Another 2 electrons can exist as lone pair. Whereas for the last oxygen atom, only 2 electrons, that means 2 bonded pair electrons are there. Still to satisfy its octet configuration, it requires 6 electrons. Those 6 electrons can exist as lone pair. So in the first structure we can see that the 2 lone pairs are present on this oxygen, that is 4 electrons, remaining 4 electrons as bonded form. Okay, but one of the bond is moving here, so that bonded electrons can exist again as lone pair. Understand? Now for this we can write a hybrid. So in this hybrid, all the 3 oxygens are existing with the single bond. Okay, clear? With this double bond is moving between either first 2 oxygen or next 2 oxygen. In some cases these two, so double bond is existing between first 2 oxygens. In another structure, the double bond is existing between the next two oxygens. That means here such double bond is rotating between all the three atoms, that can be indicated by the dotted line. So we can take this as resonance hybrid structure. So this resonance hybrid structure is having the ability now to explain all the bond characteristics of a molecule, but this cannot explain and this cannot explain, but these two are taken as resonating structures or canonical structures of ozone. Resonating structure or canonical structures of ozone. Like that, even benzene is also containing resonating structures. See, this is the formula of benzene, which is nothing but C6H6. Now 6 carbon atoms are involved in the formation of a cyclic ring, and each carbon is attached with 6 hydrogen atoms. So between carbon and hydrogen we can see the presence of double bond and single bonds. So totally 3 double bonds are located, but the position of these double bonds are not same. They cannot exist at the same position. So they keep on moving, delocalization. It keep on delocalization. It participates in delocalization. When this pi bond moves here, immediately this pi bond is moving to this position, whatever containing single bond, and adjacent pi bond moves to the adjacent single bond. Then we will get one more resonating structure, that is CH bond, CH bond, CH bond, CH, and here CH, here CH, and here CH. Okay, clear? Now you can see the change in position of double bond. Whatever was present here, that is moving here, and whatever the pi bond present here is moving this side, and this pi bond is moving this side. Then we will get this type of resonating structure. That means here double bonds are not locating at a particular position, they keep on moving. So by combining these two structures, this is first resonating structure, this is the second resonating structure. Remember, resonating structures are always indicated by using Roman numbers. These two resonating structures now we can mix and write as a hybrid. See, all the carbon and hydrogens are existing here with single bonds. Now only pi bonds are delocalizing. So that delocalizing pi bonds are indicated by using a dotted circle within this benzene ring. Okay, this is called resonance hybrid. But these two are the possible resonating structures of benzene. So these two now we are considering as possible resonating or canonical structures of benzene. Like that, even we can write resonating structures for other type of molecules. I am taking here CO2 molecule. Okay, so we have to write resonating structures. They'll ask the question in the exam. They'll give a molecule. For that particular molecule we need to write the resonating structure. If you know Lewis dot structure for a particular molecule, by using that Lewis dot structure we can easily write the possible number of resonating structures. Okay, now I am taking here C double bond O and double bond O as the structure of CO2. Okay, clear? Now the total number of electrons, octet electrons in carbon is balanced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now upon the first oxygen atom only 1, 2, 3, 4 bonded electrons are there. So still 4 electrons can exist in the form of lone pair, and even here the still 4 electrons can exist in the form of lone pair. So now you can see the change in the structure. It cannot be exist in the same structure because the one structure of CO2 molecule cannot explain all the bond characteristics. So it keeps on participates in the formation of resonating structures. Okay, whenever this lone pair of this pi bonded electrons moves here. Okay, a triple bond is made between the carbon and oxygen, first oxygen, triple bond, carbon, single bond, O. Now it is losing electrons, it will be having positive charge, and it is gaining electrons, it will be having a negative charge. Like that it will be forming many resonating structures. So I'll give you the resonating structures of CO2 in the next video. Now we'll see about the resonating structures of CO3 minus 2 complex. Okay, for the not complex, ion. For this ion we need to write the resonating structures. See, this is the exact structure. See, whenever this pi bonded electrons, so this lone pair of electrons move here and make a pi bond, immediately this pi bonded electrons moves to the first oxygen. Then it will get the lone pair of electrons. See here, C, O, now double bond, here single bond, here single bond. Already on this oxygen, 6 lone pair electrons are present, and here 2 lone pairs will be present, and here you can see the presence of 6 because of movement of pi bond to here. In the same manner, whatever the bond present between carbon and oxygen even also participates in the formation of one more pi bond by using lone pairs. So between this carbon and next oxygen, lone pair of electrons present on the oxygen moving here making a pi bond, and this pi bond moves to the second oxygen. Then we will get C, single bond, O, single bond, O. Now between this carbon and oxygen double bond is created. We will write like this. See, one lone pair is involved in the formation of bond. Still 2 lone pairs are there. We can write as it is. Upon here, already 2 lone pairs are existing. Now one more pair is moving here. Then we will write third lone pair of electrons. Here 3 lone pairs as it is existing. So now we can consider these 3 as the resonating structures of carbonate ion. So if you see all these carbonate resonating structures, no 2 atoms are permanently containing this double bond. Okay, no 2 atom between carbon and one oxygen, this double bond is not permanent. It's keep on changing. That means pi bond is revolving between all the carbon and oxygen atoms. Okay, so then we can have a special resonating structure for this. C, O, O, O. Here double bond is revolving between all these atoms. So then we can consider it as resonating structure of a particular molecule. Okay, so based on the Lewis dot structure, we can easily write the resonating structures for a given molecule. If you know Lewis dot structure, it is very easy. Now NO3 molecule, NO3 minus. For this, how to draw Lewis dot structure, that we have seen in last class. So this is the Lewis dot structure for nitrate ion. Now this nitrate ion do not be quiet. It keeps on participates in resonance. Whatever the pi bond existing between nitrogen and oxygen, that is moving towards oxygen. Then lone pair of it is almost similar like carbonate ion. Okay, clear? Now see, upon this now oxygen, 2 lone pairs will be present. See, from first oxygen atom, lone pair of electrons are moving here, pi bonded electrons are moving to oxygen. Then we will get the first resonating structure. Central atom is nitrogen. Here double bond is created now, oxygen, and here single bond, oxygen, here single bond, oxygen. Now upon the first oxygen, 2 lone pairs will be present. Upon second oxygen, already 2 lone pairs are there. Now movement of pi bond can give one more lone pair of electrons. And on this oxygen atom, only single bond is located, so that it is containing 3 lone pair of electrons. Now in the second resonating structure, this pi bonded electrons move here, thereby the bonded electrons, this lone pair of electrons will make a pi bond here. This pi bonded electrons moves to adjacent oxygen atom. Then we will get the another resonating structure. Nitrogen, here single bond as it is existing, here single bond as it is existing with the oxygen, but between oxygen and nitrogen we can see the presence of a double bond. So this double bond is made by using this lone pair of electrons. So the oxygen is containing only 2 lone pairs, and here no change in the bond formation. It is also containing 3 lone pairs as it is. Even here 3 lone pair of electrons present as it is. These are said to be the resonating structures of nitrate ion. And whenever we combine all these resonating structures, all these 3 resonating structures, we will get a hybrid. So that hybrid is containing all the atoms with the single bonds, because single bonds are not moving from one atom to another atom. Which bond is moving? So only pi bond is revolving between all the atoms. So that pi bond is now indicated by using a dotted lines. Okay, so this is about the resonating structures of nitrate ion. So in the same manner, even we can write resonating structure for sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide resonating structures are similar to that of ozone. Okay, so it is similar to that of ozone. Now I am drawing resonating structures for sulfur dioxide. So this is the Lewis octet structure for sulfur dioxide. Central atom is sulfur, and here oxygen, and here oxygen is present with the single bonds. Now between first oxygen and sulfur there is a double bond. Now this between sulfur and second oxygen only single bond is existing, but this oxygen is with 3 pairs of electrons. When one pair of electrons are moving here, okay, then a double bond is created between sulfur and oxygen. Immediately between sulfur and the first oxygen, this pi bond moves to the oxygen atom. So then here you can see between sulfur and oxygen double bond is created. So it contains only 2 lone pair because one pair involved in the formation, whereas first oxygen was containing only 2 lone pair. Due to movement of pi bonded electrons here, it will be having 3 pairs of electrons. Understand? So but if you observe these two resonating, only 2 possible resonating structures are there for the sulfur dioxide. If you observe these two resonating structure, the pi bond is revolving between all the 3 atoms. Okay, then we can write its resonating structure as S single bond O single bond O. Only double bond is revolving between the 3 atoms. We can represent like this. In the same manner, we can also write resonating structures for NO2 minus molecule. So this is the structure of NO2 minus molecule. So it is also similar like the above structure SO2. You can try this SO2 minus structure. Okay, resonating structure. Try to write resonating structures for nitrite ion. This is homework for you. Finish it. Okay, it is similar like SO2 molecule only. So that is about the resonance. Why we are drawing all this resonating structure? Because the Lewis structure of a particular molecule, if it is unable to explain about the bond parameters or bond characteristics, then we need to draw resonating structure for such molecule. But each and every resonating structure do not explain all the bond characteristics. Whatever the resonance hybrid we are getting, that resonate hybrid can able to explain all the band parameters of a particular molecule. Okay, this is about the concept resonance, which is important for 2 marks. They may ask any one of the molecule, and you have to write the resonating structures for such type of molecule.